Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show. We're at Wednesday, September 12, 2018. Okay, well, we have, the only thing happened this morning is that there was a big surge at, right here, there was 11:15, and the Dow Jones rose by 180 points from here to there. And because news came out, they were saying that the United States were proposing a new round of negotiation with China. That's all we heard about it. And so the market jumped up. The U.S. dollar went down. Let me show you that here. So the U.S. dollar went down and the resources went up. So USO went up, but not the stock as much. You know, the stock are negative already. So it's the silver, the gold, and the gold stock, as well as the mining also, that rose on this news this morning. But it did not go any further than that. So let's see a few news to start with. The question bar is open already, so feel free to send your questions. And you have here Formix Pharmaceutical. Unfortunately, the stock rose at the opening very strongly, and then went down, and now it's a little bit sideways, but also coming back down. So there's a little bit of day trading to do in there, but the stock doesn't seem to strong enough to take a swing trading position on it. And Vital Therapy has plunged like crazy this morning. The stock was worth $6.30 this morning, and it's down 91% so far at 55 cents. So that's a huge drop for a stock. And the news is that they haven't reach the evaluation criteria, the primary and the secondary one. So they're missing all targets. And after that, we have here, Concordia. As that's a very bizarre thing. First of all, this stock before this morning, the stock was about 15 cents or less than that. Let me see. There was 16 cents, but they have made they have done a financing of 586.5 million. So, and the stock now is at $25. The reason is it's not a jump. It's because at the same time they did consolidate the stock 300 for 1. So that means now you have 300 times less shares, but they're worth 300 times more. And the news, Goose has received $1.48 million from the Manitoba government to help them to do the business in Manitoba. That's all. And Aurora Cannabis, they have acquired the largest transformers and producers and suppliers of European product certified bio. You know, I don't know what chanvre is in English, but you know, that's what the pot plant, you know, but it's not for pot, it's just for the chanvre itself. But they don't say much about that, but they bought the transformer, the distributors, and everything. So what do we want to do with it? I don't think they if I would guess on it, I guess they would transform it in a real pot company. But because they're trying to, all companies are trying to transform everything they find into a cannabis plantation right now. So this is it for the news. And as you can see this morning, it went down quite a bit on most of the cannabis stock. And talking about the cannabis, I have separated the different stocks because you have stocks that went up for the last 3 days, and it's another group of stocks. It's not the usual. It was not Aurora and Aphria and all of those. It was the others, you know, the newer one. Look, Tilray went up for 3 days, and Green Mountain for 4 days, and we have a few like that. But every one of them are showing the end of that bullish cycle today. And because most of them started higher and are coming down, so XLY has lost everything it gained this morning. So to me, this phase is over right now. And after that, when you go to the others, like the older stocks, Aurora and Aphria and Chronos, they're all in correction right now. So that we kind of have two different groups. We have the older stocks that were running towards the sky before, and they are getting calmer since about a week, while another group took the lead. And so we're starting to see differences now, like not the stock don't do everything at the same time like they used to do. We're going to the break.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Welcome back. Okay, let's go through the sectors now. There's some really bizarre behavior on the U.S. On the energy sector right now. You see that USO has been going up for the last couple of days, and it's almost at the resistance right now. While the gas was coming back up too, but not as strong. But the stocks never reacted to this. They're still looking bad. And look, see the daily chart, the 15-minute chart of USO. You see, like within the last 2 days, it's quite a nice increase. But if you go on the stocks, look, there is nothing for the last 2 days. So, and that's my concern right now. If USO start a new correction, will the stock plunge again? So I think, until we see a real reversal on the energy sector, we shouldn't embark in there. And then look at the gold. The gold is bouncing back today, but still under the resistance. And to me, there is no new bullish cycle until we pass 115. And when you look at the stock, they're even lower. Okay, so until we reach 165, under 165 here, and then cross over that 165 line, that won't be a new uptrend. But there's still a little bit of range for the money there, but how much and how much chances you have to see that. So you see, at Detour will only start at 1150 if the stock goes sideways before and then break out to 1150. Some stocks are on the move already, the smaller one like Torex. Barrick, there's no buy signal at all in there, no matter. Buy signal would start after a pause at 14 and beginning 1450, 1420, 25, because even though this is a breakout today, it's still a breakout within the it could return there. It still be a downtrend. So in this case, again, so we have to forget the first cycle that's going to come up there and capitalize on the second one whenever it happens. Like the mining, it's the same again. So look, we got a bounce back here. So tech is back on its support, but it's not reversing its uptrend again. So the tech would have to go up to 30 and 50, 85, and then break out at 31, 31.50. That's the only place where we would see a breakout. Like who wants to buy a pullback within a downtrend like that? So injecting 15, 16,000 bucks to have a chance to make 1,000 bucks. I don't think it would be a decent trade. So still, it's getting better in the resources, but still the sector are not favorable. And consumer discretionary is totally flat, and most sectors are like that too. And all the telecom stocks are totally sideways. Even BCE testing a very important support there at the bottom of the year. The financials are under correction. The industrials are totally flat. Real estate are flat. Utilities are sitting on the support, near another breakdown. And the staples are going nowhere. And the healthcare rose this morning and lost most everything. And right now it's the pause. It would be I presume that within the next 2-3 days it's going to be some sort of sideways movement. So the sector should get quite calmer. That's the name of the game. That's what the market is providing us right now. There are some very, very short-term volatility during the day, but no matter. Look, the Nasdaq market since the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, nothing is happening there, and it's just at the crossing of the trend line. So we got to better be careful. We see that little push here on the Dow today just because of the news that came out at 11:15 saying that they will have another round of negotiation with China. and because look, the SPY isn't responding to that really, and the SPTT is still sideways, putting pressure on its support. So thanks to the movement of the resources today, because it wouldn't be the TSX would not look like that at all. So you know, so in the meantime, I mean, it's getting risky to increase the number of position in the portfolio. It's just like, you know, I know the market refuses to go in correction, but it refuses to go any higher also. So I think we got to wait until the market and the opinions will settle somewhere, and the market will finally show us a real direction, things that we do not have at the moment. So this is it's going to be all for the show today. Oh, I got a question here. DOL Toronto buy. Oh, okay. DOL Dollarama. It's looking good at the moment. It's not the ideal point because you see the stock goes up and down and up and down, and if the trend maintains, it's going to start returning at 52 like it did the last time. But in the very short term, look, there's no big increase in the volume. It's a volume below average at 641 at 640. No, that's at 500,000 share traded. But when you look at the 15-minute chart, you know, so we have like the beginning of a new bullish cycle. It's just a trend that worries me a little bit. So the volume is not big, the trend is still a downtrend, but the bullish cycle is within the downtrend. So I'm just afraid that the potential is not big enough on it. It wouldn't be a bad trade because it's the beginning of a bullish cycle, but the situation of the stock is not the one we would like to have, you know. So a new bullish cycle outside of a downtrend, totally outside, so that would show a new uptrend, and it's not the case at the moment. So this is it for today, folks. Thank you very much for attending. We'll see you later.